Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. All things Middle-earth here with a video on the heroes of Middle-earth. We have official news that the pre-registration has started on Google Play. So I want to talk about what that means for the game, and I want to hear your thoughts on whether or not you're excited for this game to release, hopefully pretty soon here. So stay tuned. All that coming up in just 1 second. So like I said, they have announced the pre-registration for Google Play specifically, and I'll cover what that means for iOS in a second. But very basically, this is all being announced on Twitter as well as their Discord. I'll link both of those down below. So if you want to stay up to date with news for this game, I'll link those platforms so you can follow at whatever you prefer. But this was posted on Twitter. It says, "Today is a glorious day where a new adventure begins, and we're pretty sure this adventure won't make you late for dinner. Pre-registration on Google Play for The Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth begins today. Sign up now." Now, if we click this link right here, it's going to take us to the Google Play. So, I'm just in a browser right now, so it just is the website for Google Play. And if you click pre-register right here, I was already registered, so it said registered. I click pre-register, and it pops up and says you're pre-registered for this game. We'll notify you when Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth is available for your device. In my understanding, I pre-registered for Rise to War, for example, and it let me know ahead of time. And I feel like there might have been a pre-download even, so you could get in faster. But this is kind of a just like sign up to get more information, or at least hopefully get the heads up as soon as it does go live, or is getting ready to go live. Now, like I said, this is for Google Play. So if you don't have access to Google Play, like a Google Play device or an emulator like BlueStacks or Nox, I'll show you what they said about that just so we can clear that up. Now, as far as iOS goes, they say right here in a reply on this exact thread, they say, due to limitations on iOS, we won't be able to run pre-registration on their platform, but we promise to work hard on communicating here when regions open up, as well as additional game timing. So basically, there's not going to be a pre-registration for iOS. So if all you have is an iPhone, that's how you play. You don't have access to, BlueStacks or Nox on a PC like an emulator, or you don't have a Android phone. It just sounds like you need to just stay up to date. I would personally be following the Twitter with notifications on, because they'll be posting when it's going live, so you can just open the App Store and download it and get in. But it's not like there's going to be an issue or a delay for iOS. They just aren't able to do the pre-registration on that platform. Now, if you're like me and you want to see this message right here that says you're pre-registered for this game, but you use an Apple device, I run emulators on my computer like BlueStacks and Nox. So I'm going to walk you through how I did that, so you can do that if you'd like to, because again, I feel a little bit better having this message pop up. Again, it sounds like regardless of what platform you play on, as soon as this game goes live, you can just hop in and play, no big deal. But I want to get the pre-registration done. It's just a part of the process. So if you want to do that with me, I'll show you really quickly what that looks like. For the sake of this video, I am downloading Nox to show you here. I'll link that down below how to do it, but it's very, very simple. You just click the download button, open it, and click install. The first two steps in installation are to reject the offers for it to install extra software on your computer. So unless you want the whatever suggested like Windows cleaning software they have, which I don't, click reject on both of those, so you don't have to worry about that. Now you can see after probably 2 minutes on my computer, we have Nox downloaded, installed, and open. So all you have to do is click the tools icon here and then go over one page to the Play Store. Sign into your Google Play account. If you don't have one, you just have to make one. And if you need to, just click create account. Pretty simple. This is not a tutorial on how to do a Google Play account, but just sign into your Google Play account here. Now from there, once you're signed in, you're just going to go to the search bar and you're going to type Heroes of Middle-earth. It's going to pull it up right here. It says coming soon. We have an install button right here. I'm going to click that. It's going to say this game will automatically install when it's available. It'll also remind you when it's ready. Get notified to pre-register for other new games you think you'll like. I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to click got it. And that's that. I am now pre-registered for this game on an actual device that I could run it on. So again, I might use BlueStacks. I might use it just depends on what's going on. But if you don't have an iPhone and want to play it and be able to at least try it out when it comes out, this is exactly how you do that. Now, without going into a whole lot of detail, I've already done that in one video. So if you want to check out a detailed breakdown of what this game is probably going to look like and my thoughts on it as of the beta that was several months ago, I'll link that up in the top right of the screen. But we actually were in game able to look through pretty much everything available to us. Again, it's made by the same developers of Galaxy of Heroes. So I even pulled that game up and looked through their kind of interface just to see some things we might be able to expect for this game. But obviously that was beta, so we'll have to see what it actually looks like when it comes out. But if you are not familiar with this genre of game at all, very, very simply put, again, this is an oversimplification, so just take it for what it is. You collect heroes or commanders or whatever you call it on the good and evil side. You put teams together. It's a turn-based RPG, so you can see here in their example picture, you have skills you use at the bottom of your screen. Certain ones have cooldowns, so you can't just use the same ones over and over again. and you kind of use strategy to pick who you want to attack and what you want to attack them with on your team, and who you prioritize first, et cetera, et cetera. Again, very simplified version, but you do that against PvE armies that different nodes you go through. So here you can see there's different like kind of story modes you progress through, where you go from this one to this one, where it's kind of against the computer, you do that. But you also, at least in Galaxy of Heroes, there are many PvP modes where you play against other players. You set defenses and offensive and play against each other, all kinds of stuff. I think it's, got a lot of potential, but we'll see how they actually execute it with this. Again, like I said, you collect heroes. So here's just a quick snapshot that they have of some of the possible heroes. Again, all from the Middle-earth universe, some that are probably going to be a little bit, more creative in terms of their, actual lore accuracy. But it's a video game, so you should be used to that by now, especially if you played Rise to War. You know that they get a little bit creative with some of the unnamed, like evil characters, for example. And once you have different commanders, you can put gear on them in these slots around them. You level them up, you collect their shards and upgrade them, or increase their star rating up to 7 stars as it was in the beta. So again, the goal is to, unlock as many of their shards as you can, to increase their star ranking, to put gear on them, increase their gear ranking, and then use them in battle against, these predetermined PvE battles, but also against other players. You can play with people in guilds and do bigger, missions together. Again, based on Galaxy of Heroes and what this development team has already done, we can probably reasonably expect to have some of the similar features. But again, I won't go into too much detail. That's going to be linked up in the top right if you want to see a video where I talk through every single bit of, stuff we had in the beta. But for now, I just want to do a video showing you guys that the pre-registration is live. So if you're interested in checking it out, definitely do so. And make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, because we'll be covering this game when it comes out, as well as continued coverage for the Rise to War. So the big year for Lord of the Rings game. We have 3 announced that are coming out in 2023. So starting with this game, I'm very, very excited. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you all in a future video.